And once we get rid of the idea, okay, you're going to die and disappear, then they don't have any grasp over you anymore. And to be free, the truth will set you free. That's why I was like, okay, well, if this truth cost me this lifetime, then wonderful, I've accomplished what I needed to do. Because I think in the previous lifetime, I was supposed to do these things and I didn't. And that's why it's been so hard for me. And that's why I've pushed so hard to get these things out because
So you felt like that, like from the womb?
From the womb, I had to get this done.
So you felt like you had these things that you didn't get out in a previous lifetime, and now you feel like an unstoppable urge.
I have to at all costs.
So can I go, I would love to talk more about this, but I don't want to lose this thought. So if I want to go back to the formation of planets. So under this theory, these stars eject matter, and over time, this matter, we won't be able to measure it. In our world, we'll see it, it appears static, just like plants appear static to us. But if you ever watch one of those motion
secret
capture,
life of plants.
Yeah, plants are moving and touching each other, and they're just doing it at a pace that our brain can't handle.
It's supposed to, but take a balloon. Another thing that kills gravity. Gravity is supposed to be the greater the mass, is the greater the attractor. You take a balloon, you rub it on your leg, you put it over the ground. Watch the dust particles jump off the ground, off this big mass called the Earth, and jump onto that balloon. Because why? Electricity is 137 times stronger than the pull of gravity or the effects of the so-called gravity. It's the electric force that's the attractive force. It's the electric force that tightens everything together as the masculine, and then the dividing force is the radiative force, the magnetic field. It ablates and pushes everything out, and then they collect together again. But where these things meet, at the proper angles of incidence, like the Birkeland currents talked about, those plasma currents talked about, those angles of incidence is at 120 degrees when it converts it back into electricity, and it will keep collecting and coming and making life. The planet isn't a dead thing. It didn't just happen to come together. That's just the process by which it was given life. It's alive, and it's screaming. It thought we were going to be beneficial to it, and now it's trying to kill us. It needs to scratch itself and get rid of us because we are too dangerous, because we are using antiquated fundamentals. And like people say, well, what business do you have coming in here talking about science and all that? You're an actor. You want to know what my first patent was? The entire AR, VR world was built off of my first patent at rotation. Remember, there's a centripetal spin that's taking place with the Earth.
Right.
And there's an electrical field that's generated from that. That's that centripetal spin that holds things inside. That's what it's fighting against. That's that electric field.
And we're calling it gravity.
We're calling it gravity. But gravity is just the effect of the electric field, and the electric field is balanced by the radiative field.
And the more mass something has, the more it gets pulled.
The greater electric potential it has. So
the more
the tighter
dense something
the waves
is, the
are.
heavier it is.
Either you're spinning to the right or spinning to the left. It does the only two directions in the universe. Spinning to the right is northeastern, that's electric. If it's spinning to the left, it's magnetic, and it's expanding out. It contracts in fifths and expands in sixths. And so now what I would love to do is invite Neil deGrasse and David Tong, or any astrophysicist, any chemist, anyone in any field of science, to sit down with me and examine these patents, examine the supersymmetrical systems that I've developed. But I want to show you linchpin now. Here I'm an Oscar-nominated actor that is known all around the world, face recognition, vocal recognition, all around the world. I've invented a new form of flight, tangential flight, the ability to fly around your own center of mass, something they've never been able to do. And you don't hear anything about it. And it's unlimited bonding. If you can go to what Jonathan Davis sent over. He's one of the other programmers that work with us.